Welcome to our series, Questions and Answers for a World in Crisis. Today, the new creation. The Mother. The really new thing is that a new world is born. It is not the old one transforming itself. It is a new world that is born. And we are right in the midst of this period of transition, where the two are entangled, where the old still persists, all-powerful, entirely dominating the ordinary consciousness, but where the new one is quietly slipping in, still very modest, unnoticed. Unnoticed to the extent that outwardly it doesn't disturb anything very much for the time being. And in the consciousness of most people, it is even quite imperceptible. And yet it is working, it is growing, until the time comes when it will be strong enough to assert itself visibly. There are people who love adventure. It is these I call, and I tell them this: I invite you to the great adventure. It is not a question of repeating spiritually what others have done before us. For our adventure begins beyond that. It is a question of a new creation, entirely new, with all the unforeseen events, the risks, the hazards it entails. A real adventure whose goal is certain victory, but whose road is unknown and must be traced out step by step in the unexplored. Something that has never been in this present universe, and that will never again be in the same way. If that interests you, well, let us embark. What will happen to you tomorrow, I don't know. We are endeavoring to establish upon earth union, knowledge, consciousness, truth, and we fight whatever opposes the advent of this new creation of light, peace, truth, and love. The new creation strives to better manifest the divine. The new creation is attractive to all those who want to progress. Question to Mother. Mother, according to the old tradition, there is a cycle of 4 ages or yugas: Satya, Treta, Dwarapara, and Kali. In the yoga and its objects, Sri Aurobindo seems to confirm it. I did not find any definite mention in other places. Please tell me whether the Satya Yuga that you are bringing is again to be followed by the other 3, and the world is to fall into this darkness over and over again. Mother, I do not know how they will call what I am bringing. And according to Sri Aurobindo, it will be followed by the new creation and the advent of the supramental. That is all I know. Blessings. For centuries and centuries, humanity has waited for this time. It has come, but it is difficult. I don't simply tell you we are here upon earth to rest and enjoy ourselves. Now is not the time for that. We are here to prepare the way for the new creation. In short, I might say that the realization supreme for the individual means identification with the divine, and for the collectivity upon earth, the advent of the supramental, the new creation. Do not treat this as a dogma, but only as an explanation. Everything and anything can be an instrument for the supreme wisdom to prepare the earth in view of the new creation. Blessings, 28 November 1967. Again to Mother. Mother, in 1919, Sri Aurobindo wrote that the chaos and calamities were perhaps the pangs of the birth of a new creation. How long are these pangs going to continue? In the ashram, in India, and eventually in the world? Mother. It will continue until the world is ready and willing to receive the new creation. The consciousness of this new creation is already at work upon earth since the beginning of this year. If instead of resisting, the people were collaborating, it would go quicker. But stupidity and ignorance are very obstinate. Love and blessings. 29 September 1969. Sri Aurobindo. The only creation for which there is any place here is the supramental, the bringing of the divine truth down on earth, not only into the mind and vital, but into the body and into matter. A new creation from the old shall rise, a knowledge inarticulate find speech, beauty suppressed burst into paradise bloom, pleasure and pain dive into absolute bliss. A tongueless oracle shall speak at last, the superconscient conscious grow on earth, the eternal's wonders join the dance of time. In the very early 1970s, I traveled to Bangalore with a van filled with seedlings and plants grown from seeds collected by disciples in Southern California, together with me. I met the director of the Lal Bagh, Dr. Mari Gowda, and presented him with these new varieties for India. He was very generous in return and gave me 12 hibiscus recently received from Hawaii. This began an exchange that lasted for more than 10 years. I transplanted the hibiscus in a special soil mix I had prepared, and they flowered soon after transplanting. They were the most magnificent hibiscus blooms I had ever seen. And I began taking them to Mother, packing them carefully in a box, and going to the ashram on my motorcycle. There in the ashram courtyard, I met Tara by the Samadhi, and she went up to Mother. Standing below, I could hear Mother exclaim in a strong voice, "Magnifique!" Mother gave the most beautiful and powerful names to these superb flowers. Here they are. Beauty of the new creation, blossoming of the new creation, charm of the new creation, concentration of the new creation, firmness of the new creation, ideal of the new creation, manifold power of the new creation, progress of the new creation, realization of the new creation, usefulness of the new creation, Godhead and victorious beauty. Of these 12 flowers, Mother originally gave to 10 the name Oroville. So beauty of Oroville, blossoming of Oroville, etc. One day she said to Tara that a wider significance was indicated, so she gave them the name New Creation. Therefore, we can see that Oroville is indeed the new creation. She named one of the Hawaiian hibiscus the flower of Oroville, beauty of supramental love. Since those early days when Mother saw additional Hawaiian varieties, she named them Beauty of Tomorrow, Beauty of Tomorrow manifesting the divine, Power in the converted mind, Power of perseverance, Power of progress, Power in service of the future, Power of spiritual beauty, Power of success, and sweetness of the power surrendered to the divine. In addition to the 10 flowers that carry a double significance, there is only one other, which Mother gave 2 names, Miracle and Heir of Oroville. Again, we see that the heir of Oroville is truly a miracle. Of course, we must mention the fragrant tuberose, Polyanthus tuberosa, the single form named by Mother, the new creation, and the double form, the perfect new creation. Namaste.